Matti Dollbaum, Navalny, Putin's nemesis, Russia's future? Get ready to delve into the gripping world of Russian politics as we explore the life and impact of Alexei Navalny, Putin's arch-nemesis and the face of Russia's opposition. Through the rollercoaster journey of Navalny's life, the summary of Navalny, Putin's nemesis, Russia's future. By Matti Dollbaum will chronicle his rise as an anti-corruption activist, the challenges he faced while building a political career, and his continued fight for change despite numerous obstacles. As you read further, you will trace the extraordinary efforts Navalny has made towards challenging Russia's notoriously complex political landscape, and influencing growth for a new generation of politically active citizens.
Alexei Navalny, the man who shook Russian politics. Alexei Navalny, a Russian politician, has spent 2 decades agitating for change in the complex world of Russian politics. Navalny presents himself as a practical, no-nonsense family man who straddles the line between progressive and nationalist politics. Despite opposition from the Kremlin and threats to his safety, Navalny remains optimistic about political reform in his country. Born in 1976, Navalny identified himself as a political liberal by the age of 17. He studied law and economics at the People's Friendship University of Russia and enjoyed a lucrative career in banking and real estate development. He earned a reputation as an idealistic anti-corruption activist and helped found Russia of the Future, a political party in opposition to Putin's dominant Russia United Party. Navalny's personality and politics remain complex, but one thing is certain: he has shaken up Russian politics. Navalny's anti-corruption crusade. In a country dominated by corrupt business leaders and state officials, Alexei Navalny, a successful shareholder activist and blogger, challenged Russia's status quo by leveraging his wealth to expose corruption. Through his anti-corruption foundation, Navalny investigates and exposes suspicious government contracting, election fraud, and other corrupt practices, backed up by his tireless social media campaigning. His work has kick-started major government investigations and earned him a significant following, as well as enemies in high places. Navalny's unwavering political journey. Navalny's political journey started when he was a teenager, and it has been a bumpy ride ever since. His journey has included alignment with Yabloko, the formation of the Russian National Movement of Liberation, Narod, leading protests, a mayoral bid, and finally, a run for the presidency that never materialized. Throughout it all, his goal has remained to unseat Russia's ruling party. From a young age, Navalny has been passionate about politics and has avidly followed the news. As he grew up, he joined a left-leaning party named Yabloko and rose to power quickly within the organization. However, the party failed to gain much influence nationally, and Navalny left to form the Russian National Movement of Liberation, Narod, which blended liberal economic policies with conservative stances on immigration and Russian identity. Navalny's anti-corruption activities helped him gain traction in politics, and he openly criticized the ruling United Russia Party as a party of crooks and thieves. In the 2011 national legislative elections, he started advocating for smart voting strategies to weaken United Russia. When Putin's party eventually won the elections, Navalny led a series of protests in Moscow and ran for mayor, which he lost. Undeterred, Navalny continued his activism and attempted to run for president in 2018. However, a series of flimsy embezzlement charges forced him out of the race. Despite this setback, his political future remains open, and he continues to be an important activist in Russia's political landscape. Navalny's strategic outreach. Despite failing to win in the political arena, Alexei Navalny has effectively grown his movement into a lively activist and protest network. Navalny's strategic outreach to regions and localities all around Russia, including marginalized groups, has resulted in a highly coordinated opposition movement that pushed normally apathetic people into the streets all across the country. His movement became such a success due to a combination of social media boosterism, large public rallies in more than 90 cities, seasoned organizers, and activists already at work in each area, and strategic outreach to local groups. When the government officials tried to hamper the movement by denying its protest permits, local organizers came to the rescue by helping to set up rallies and meetings in private locations. Putin's party's grip on power. The Russian government under Putin and his United Russia Party maintains a stranglehold on the state, media, and public sentiment. They attempt to thwart any opposition by venerating Putin, classifying data on government officials, monitoring internet traffic, and preventing free and fair elections. This is exemplified in the case of opposition leader Navalny, who was detained for violating the terms of his parole. Despite his supporters protesting against this arrest, Putin's administration continues to suppress his movement. Navalny's imprisonment and uncertain legacy. After being charged with parole violation and resisting Putin's regime, Alexei Navalny was sentenced to 2 years and 8 months in prison. While his imprisonment has been tumultuous, his political movement continues to gain momentum outside of prison. The Russian state has worked to dismantle his entire political organization, including designating FBK as an extremist organization. Despite his meager political achievements, his advocacy for smart voting and highlighting structural problems in Russia may inspire a new generation to steer the country towards a better future.
As we reach the end of this thrilling exploration of Navalny's life and struggle, it's vital to take a step back and look at the broader picture. Although he currently sits behind bars, Navalny's activism and fight against corruption have set the stage for a more transparent and accountable Russia, challenging the structure that has allowed Putin's regime to thrive. Despite the setbacks he has faced and the seemingly insurmountable obstacles in his path, Navalny's resilience and unwavering determination have inspired countless others to challenge the status quo and aim for a better Russia. As we ponder Navalny's future and the role he continues to play in the development of Russia's political landscape, it is clear that he has become a symbol of hope and change that will not be easily forgotten.